What's up, YouTube? I'm the realest nigga in it. You already know, best podcast in DC every time I'm on. Yeah, but look though, we got us another reaction video. This J. Breezy phone record subpoena for the Julio Foolio case. So this like a Julio Foolio update. This some major breaking shit because I mean it's not really major. These guys and this generation just hot. They just leave breadcrumbs all the way back to the house type shit. So let's see what breadcrumbs he done left.
Football used to cover up my tracks for everything. So like I was like, I was wilding, but my name came. I'm like, nah, not football player. I don't believe that. So I'd be like, all right, for sure. People don't understand. Like, around high school, if you weren't playing sports or you were smart, or if you didn't have nothing going for yourself, you weren't in tune with school activities, you was considered a bum. I just wanna thank God. They just this.
I mean that's facts. I was on a basketball team in high school. You know what I'm saying? And I was like a somebody. So junior high and high school. So I kind of like I understand that. You know what I'm saying? School athletes, we get extra French fries on the trays. We get an extra pizza, extra little couple chocolate milks and things. Yeah, 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 yeah.
This just show you that God real. We back to back state chumps. And I just want to say that I did it for my granny. You know, it's just very emotional feeling. I just don't know how to react to it.
Man, what point in life do life just kick us in the ass where we go from like high school and junior high athletes that care about something different to just like, you know what I'm saying? Little nothings and shit.
I don't,
Stupid.
the type of person I am, bro. I don't say shit to people. I ain't no shit starter. But once you start it,
Right, you'll
I'm gonna do
respond.
everything to end it.
He keep mentioning me, but I will go live about these every fucking day. These gonna hate me. I will make everybody block me, boy.
All right, so today we're going to be talking about this Julio Foolio situation just a little bit more because news is just coming out saying that a Jacksonville rapper named J. Breezy has been kind of linked to this entire situation. And this news is all coming from the discovery paperwork that was filed in this case. And in that discovery paperwork, people were really quick to notice that when the police were subpoenaing people's phone numbers and accounts to try to figure out what happened to Julio Foolio, they had filed subpoenas for J. Breezy. Now, we seen 4 of the 5 people accused be arrested. One of those people are still on the run. And as far as we knew,
Yeah, so it's one dude still on the run. It's one dude still on the run, but this nigga on the run, but he go live and say he gonna pull up at somebody's house to, you know what I'm saying, get into basically a conflict with them. And it's like they chasing the internet so hard, they chasing the clout so hard that even on the run for your life, basically, you running for your life because they catch you, you gone. You still want to hop on Instagram live or and show your location so you can pull up on somebody and let people know that you bout doing this, that, or the third. Is just a clout chase. You know what I'm saying?
up until now, those were the only suspects in this case. But with this new discovery coming out, like I said, people are starting to link 2 and 2 together. And it seems like there may be more to this story than what we have all heard so far. Or at least that's the picture that's being painted, right? And people are trying to tie J. Breezy into this entire thing based solely on the information that his accounts were also subpoenaed along with Alicia Andrews, Davion Murphy, Isaiah Chance, Rashad Murphy, and Sean Gathright.
I mean, are they trying to tie him into the whole situation, or is he tied into the whole situation? Because if his name in the paperwork, that means somebody else who in the paperwork put him in a situation to even be looked at.
Which are the people that were formally accused. So we can see right here that they subpoenaed his Apple iCloud account. His name in here is Jacory Rivers. In the next bit of this paperwork, we can see that they also subpoenaed his cell site records. And in
So the iCloud account is for anything. We all know how iCloud works, but when I was young, and these young dudes probably do it now too, The iCloud probably filthy, man. It got all type of you know what I'm saying, criminating shit in there because now I think when you get a picture, I think it's automatically backed up. So I cut my backup. I don't back up nothing to my phone, nothing to the cloud. I don't even use iCloud, but I have an iPhone and I have an Android. But I don't use iCloud. I strictly make sure not to load up to that shit because some stuff you want deleted, you want to delete it, even though it can always be pulled back up in the phone. And then when they checking the sales sites, now they gonna see if he was actually anywhere near the scene or anywhere near any of the shooters' locations, meaning a house, or met up with him somewhere and exchanged money or exchanged the plan. They about to look into all that when they look into that sales site record.
This last one, we can see that they subpoenaed his Instagram account, and his name is listed right next to all of the people that were formerly accused and also Julio Foolio.
Y'all probably heard, if you watch any of my other videos, you'll hear me say often how they have what's called Instagram and Facebook forensics officer, and he is able to go back 90 days. So if you delete something off of Instagram, when you press delete, it goes into a big trash can. For all of the accounts on Instagram, your deleted photos go into that trash can. And then every 90 days, Instagram deletes the trash can. This forensic officer has the legal right and technology to go into that trash can and pull back all your deleted files within that 90 days. Also, what I learned in this situation is the stories is really the only thing that they can't grasp. Now, if they can grab your story in that 24 hours, yeah, but after that 24 hours, something about the story don't go over to the trash bin. It's automatically deleted. So just keep that in mind. I learned that the hard way. Y'all probably hear my dryer and my wash machine going off because I am getting it in right quick. So I'm about to hit play. Just give me a second. Let me cut that off right quick.
Julio's account was subpoenaed. Now, it's based on this that people are trying to say that maybe J. Dot has something to do with this. I'm going to go ahead and play devil's advocate for just a quick second because I would think if there was anything in that iCloud account or in the Instagram account or anything that had to do with the cell site records that would place J. Dot Breezy in the vicinity or link him to having something to do with this, they probably would have arrested him along with the others, and they didn't. All right, so I'm not saying he didn't have anything to do with it. I'm saying I just don't think that there's enough right here in this paperwork to say he did. How
I don't think they saying that they investigated it already. They just saying they are subpoenaing for. Now, what could happen is, even though he might not have been on the scene of the shooting, they still will follow the cell phone to see if he has ever linked up with the shooters. And I think they had his Cash App on there because he sent money to one of the shooters. So possibly, allegedly, I don't know. I'm just watching a video. You feel me?
ever, him and Julio did have problems in the past. Now, J. Breezy, he wasn't in the streets really as a youngin'. He was a football player. We seen clips at the beginning of this video with him talking about his love for football, but he had a brother or a cousin. I can confirm which one it was. He calls this dude his brother. Other people say it's his cousin, but he had a brother named Rollo that was affiliated with Youngin Ace, ATK, and Rollo ended up losing his life during.
And there it go right there. So of course I was going to ask, do you guys feel like Young and Ace still has something to do with it because of this connection right here?
A shootout in Waycross, Georgia, when apparently some people pulled up on ATK members, including Young and Ace, hopped out and started shooting. Right, some of y'all might remember this story. Apparently, Queso and Scotty, who were both ATK members, were shooting back, but it was during this shootout that Rollo was hit in a crossfire and he passed.
So I don't know if any of y'all hip to Queso. Queso locked up right now for one of the murders. I think he stood over somebody with a Draco or some alleged shit, right? Because he's still fighting it. And If y'all not hip to queso, let me know in the comments if y'all want me to do a reaction to a queso video.
It's the way. Now Rollo was, like I said, J. Breezy's brother, and it was around this time that J. Breezy began to affiliate himself with ATK. Now he had always been around not only ATK but also some of the people in Julio's clique since a youngin, because they all grew up around the same area. But it was around the time when his brother died that J. became heavily affiliated with ATK.
You're dissing a lot of the same ops that Young and Ace and all them guys are dissing on their songs. How did that kind of become the case that you ended up kind of being aligned with?
Now look at his face. That look right there. Like, did you really just ask me that shit on camera, bro?
Their side.
It wasn't even necessarily like, it wasn't even, it was, I wouldn't say it was like I picked the side. It was like I was forced on the side. Like I said, I'm not the type of dude that's like, oh, if I get out and a motherfucker, oh, don't f that nigga because I don't f with him. And I was with him, like, I ain't finna do that. Like, I'm not that type of dude. Like, I don't play them type of games. If that's the case, I just won't f neither one of y'all. So it was just like, when I got out, it was just like throwing subliminals. So it was like, it kind of like eased me on this way. And like, just happened. Like, just.
Man, you could have still stood tall on your own. It's sounding to me like you trying to come up with an excuse for picking sides. You went with the side you thought was the strongest, who had the money at the time. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the fuck it looked like. But I will say this is, you could have easily just stood on your own tent or built your own little squad of people that was going to run with you versus going and joining up with somebody else. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. How y'all feel about that?
It started happening, you feel me?
Right.
So it was like, boom, that's what it was. My
Yes.
brother, Rollo, you feel me, was around Ace and all them boys. And then, like, I grew up with Queso and his brother.
Right.
Like, my mom.
Yeah, so you ain't had no choice but to choose. You ain't had no choice to choose sides. You was already on the side you was on. You grew up with Queso. Your brother hang with Ace. What side you was already on? You know what I'm saying? That's why you was getting dissed. It probably wasn't no subliminal. He probably was just straight out dissing.
I'ma know they mama, like, we was god brothers and god sisters when we was kids.
Right, so like he said, his brother was heavily affiliated with ATK, and he grew up knowing these people. However, like I said, he wasn't in the streets. He was into football, but after he ran into some trouble at school, bro ended up giving up on the dream of being a football player, ended up dropping out and going.
And one thing that does happen, we don't have gangs in DC. We got neighborhoods. He probably from a gang, and little gang beef started making his way to school, and shit was getting crunchy. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes niggas drop out. It's safer to hang in the hood where you got backup and you got, you know what I'm saying, you got artillery close by versus the risk of taking the artillery close by the school, you know what I'm saying, or not having it while you at school. You just out there bullshitting. A lot of guys drop out of school because of them type of situations.
Going to jail, I think, on 2 different occasions. One time was over a stolen car, the other time was over a gun charge. But after that second time, when he got out of jail, he decided he was gonna take his rap career seriously. So he got in a booth and started dropping songs, and in these songs he was taking shots at Julio.
If y'all hip to any of the songs, I'm not. If y'all hip to any of the songs, drop them in the comments. I'll go ahead on and listen to them, let y'all know what I think.
And people inside of Julio's clique, and that was mainly because they were dissing Rollo in their songs. So when J. Breezy finally did decide, all right, I'm gonna jumpstart my rap career, he decided to send some shots back.
You're talking about, you know, Foolio, Baby. It's a lot of things that you said that people are picking up right now when putting and making videos about.
Yeah.
You know, let's talk about the Foolio situation. I f with Foolio tough. I f with you real heavy. Do you know him personally?
And see, I'm guessing that's, I don't want to say Sean Cotton because I do follow Say Cheese. I'm subscribed to him. It don't sound like his voice to me, which it could be. I'm just, you know what I'm saying. But you shouldn't even have to say, oh, I rock with this person and I rock with you. I'm just giving an interview. I'm just asking questions for the fans. It is what it is. I ain't picking sides. I ain't in between nothing.
Or is that just all internet?
Nah, I know, I done met him before. Like, I done seen him in person. Like, I done been around him before. Like, you feel me? Like, my family, like, my daddy's side of the family from over there from where he from, you feel me? Like, I ain't, you feel me?
And it be the same thing, man. You know why? I'm gonna tell you what I mean when I say it be the same thing. When you look at the O Block 6 and you look at FBG Duck and them, all those guys went to school together. All those guys grew up together. Mothers used to hang together, go to school together, know each other. They used to be neighbors in different buildings. When you look at these guys, it's the same thing. When you look at the Young Dolph shit, when you look at Young Dolph case, all those guys involved in that case grew up together, went to school together. It'd be crazy how dudes be a couple of blocks over, sometimes sharing a damn parking lot, like this street and a parking lot in the middle. And niggas be like real live going to war. That shit is insane to me. At this mature mind frame, is really insane to me.
I ain't got nothing really bad too much to say about bro, you feel me? Like, I wish him the best, but he ain't no secret. I don't with him, you feel me? That ain't no secret. But really, like, me and all in all, that was just my response from all the times he done put my brother name in this song, and I'm just making regular music. I'm trying to go on about my career, and you just steady picking at me, you feel me? So, like, that's just my response, you feel me? And if anybody feel played about it, don't send a diss if you can't take one back.
Yeah, for sure, but he ain't picking on you about saying something about your brother. Your brother was part of a gang. He in the streets, he in the shits. It is what it is.
So bro basically jump started his rap career off of the back of the beef that ATK was having with KTA, and he had a right to do so because his brother lost his life in this whole incident or during this whole beef. So I guess he felt justified in his actions. However, Julio Foolio wasn't really feeling it, so he ended up doing something that would permanently smear J Dot's career, and that was dropping paperwork online that pretty much said that J Dot had told in one of his.
Now I do remember this. I remember seeing this paperwork come across line, and I don't know. How y'all feel about that paperwork stuff? If it's involving you, I can understand. Like if somebody snitched on you, but I'm saying, like, I don't know. What y'all think, man? Exposing somebody's paperwork. How y'all feel about that shit?
His previous cases. So he put this up, and it was basically the full paperwork, and then he posted this that said at J.Breezy, a rap free pop out, and I guess pop out is the person that he told on. And then Julio Foolio went on interviews and started speaking about it on platforms like No Jumper.
You posted some paperwork on J.Breezy.
Yeah.
Well, where did you get that paperwork from?
One of my little brothers that locked up, they was on a case together, and he basically sent this paperwork home type. That's real paperwork. Hey, he used to be in the hood for Jedi. He used to be in the hood for you know what I'm saying, with little brother, man.
That was all.
Guess what? Motherfuckers don't care. You know what I'm saying? So
man, I was gonna get some wicks. I got my head on, y'all. I got my head on. Okay, you know what I'm saying. The little baby Super Saiyan spikes, I got them retwisted. I was gonna get some wicks. Saying shit like that makes me not want wicks.
it's f***ed up. So it is what it is. That's why I say I don't even like speaking on that rap. I'm on that over. I don't want to speak on that on the internet no more. Like, get what I'm saying? And a nigga looking at every video, every face in that video. Okay, you might be playing football, but you hanging with them like so.
Think I give a you support the cause. My best friend.
That shit gonna hurt.
Now, J Dot would respond to this paperwork in a song called Established 2019. And in that song, he pretty much confirms that the paperwork was real, but kind of plays it off like it doesn't matter. And then he went silent on the subject and decided not to talk about it anymore.
I mean, this day and age, you know, probably back in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, snitching, you know, you got stitches. Right now, these guys don't care. They don't give a damn.
To address it and just gave his best attempt to continue furthering his career. Now, eventually he would do another interview with Sean Cotton over on Say Cheese, where he would basically claim that he beat the snitching allegations, even though he didn't never really clear his name of those allegations. He just refused to speak on it.
So how do you confirm the paperwork is real and that it was you, and then later on claim that you beat the allegation?
I don't know how that works, but according to him, he eventually beat the allegations of snitching and moved on.
Yeah, how long did it take for you to kind of get over the situation? Because snitching allegations, man, that can hurt careers, bro. And
Yeah, that can hurt. Damn. It actually didn't take that long because this shit really didn't bother me, to be honest. Like, it just bothered me for that moment.
So are the snitching allegations the reason we don't hear of him as a rapper and we only hearing of him as this situation?
Like, for like a day. And then after that, I was really over that shit because, like, I could have easily called the same person who was involved in this case, like the victims, could have easily called the victims, went on live. The person who came to court and who filed the charges and all this shit, I could have easily got on the phone, she told the truth of what's what to that, and that should have been out the door, but I ain't feel the need to do that. So once I felt like that, I ain't give a fuck about the situation afterwards, because it was like, everybody knows me and know, come on, J-Dot ain't know, right?
Now, like I said, I don't know about beating them. I don't know if not speaking on it is the same as beating it. But hey, I guess more power to him. But as you can see, him and Julio, they had a little bit of history. And you got to think, if it was you having your paperwork posted online, something that could potentially be career ending, that might be something you hold a grudge over. So when people started seeing his name in the paperwork, they started thinking about, you know, the history between these two. And people have started to come to the conclusion that maybe J-Dot did have something to do with this. Now, I can't confirm or deny if he did or if he didn't.
So, look. Basically, I don't know. How you feel about it? You think somebody put your paperwork on the internet for the internet, millions and millions upon people to see, putting your life in jeopardy, your family in jeopardy, because somebody could feel some type of way about what you did on the paperwork as far as snitching or what you said? You think that was enough for him to pay for foolio to be assassinated the way he was? 3-4 different shooters type shit, multiple army style weapons. Good job, like did little bro like a movie, right? But let me know what y'all think in the comments below. That's my time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe at Already Clouded TV.